Dividing your parietal lobe into the superior parietal and the inferior parietal. So, imaginary line. Can you read? Intraparietal sulcus.
Intraparietal sulcus is a small transverse sulcus running from the post-central towards the imaginary line referred to a while ago, parallel to the superior margin.
Okay. So, imaginary line from the post-central. Let's see here. Mas klaro man na tong, this is our post-central, no? This is your post-central sulcus, right? Because this is our central sulcus, right? Post-central gyrus, post-central sulcus. So from the post-central sulcus, draw an imaginary line going there. So dividing it into the superior parietal and the inferior parietal. Now the inferior parietal lobule, we call that imaginary line as the intraparietal sulcus. Okay, so dividing it into superior parietal and the inferior parietal. Your inferior parietal is divided into two, correct? So what are the divisions in your inferior parietal? Okay, so here. Your supramarginal, where do you find it? At the termination of the Sylvian fissure. So trace your Sylvian fissure. So this gyrus here at the termination goes around the termination of your Sylvian fissure. That's your supramarginal. Occipital. This is your occipital notch. This one, kana occipital gyri and sulci na na. Okay, so your parietal is, this is your notch. So your parietal is only on this part. So you have your superior parietal and then your inferior parietal made up of your supramarginal gyrus, and then your angular is at the termination of the. Okay, so if this is your superior temporal gyrus, the sulcus below it is the superior temporal sulcus. Trace the termination, so it ends up somewhere here. So this is your angular. Angular plus supramarginal makes up your inferior parietal lobule, because that's already superior parietal.
So basta sa ubos lang siya, Dok, sa superior marginal.
So termination of the Sylvian fissure, supramarginal. Termination of your superior temporal sulcus, angular gyrus, making up the intraparietal lobule, inferior parietal. So this is your, go to the temporal. This is your superior temporal gyrus, superior temporal sulcus, middle temporal gyrus, middle temporal sulcus, and this is already your inferior temporal gyrus. Okay?
So murag kaning whole portion dire, Dok, ang sa temporal. Kaning diring whole portion
Temporal
sa
area. Okay. So this is your frontal. That's your parietal. This is your occipital going here. This one's short. Little portion here, your occipital gyri and sulci, and this is your temporal.
Gamay lang dito siya.
Temporal.
Yes, sir. Below your Sylvian fissure, inferior to the Sylvian fissure, is your temporal area.
So ang frontal, Dok, abot gid siya dire, Dok? Ang center frontal lobe abot siya.
Up to the precentral, that's part of the frontal. Kutob dere. Precentral man nimo.
Central, tapos central.
Ang post-central nimo dito naman na sa parietal, dayon na sa parietal area, near your parietal area. Here.
Mas lisod gid dito.
Kani kay, they already destroyed the supramarginal and the angular. But this is your occipital notch. So this is your, the one that I'm holding, that's your occipital gyri and sulci. So that means this one part here is inferior parietal already. That's superior parietal. Okay, let's go to the other side. You only identify a few here.